Okay, so I just wanted to make this video just for talk about the old times, the nostalgia. Maybe mainly because like I said in the other video, I saw this video about a biker that was thinking about this career after 5 years. I don't know. I just want to talk about like the old times because no matter like how time has passed, when I think about it, like I just smiling. I don't know. I just feel so crazy. And honestly, I feel lucky to be able to do that because a lot of people like our relationship and it's like I hate this person. I don't want to think about anything. I don't want to see any picture, nothing. For some of us, like it's different, thankfully. Um, so I remember like I'm gonna talk about the second one because on the first one I already talked a lot. So yeah, like, I just remember just coming back to my house and seeing on Instagram that what the fuck, seeing on Instagram that this weird like username follow me and I'm like, who is this? And then I get to the profile and I see that all these other people that I knew also was following this girl. So I knew it was her and I'm like, she we didn't even talk. Why is you follow me? Like and I didn't even talk much. Like I was just there for like 15 minutes, I don't know. Okay, so I follow her back. And one thing that is pretty funny is that she put me on close friends. And I remember that then when we talked, like I told her like, why did you put me there? And she's like, I never put you there. No, I never did that. And I'm like, okay, bro, but I'm pretty sure you did. Like I remember it. And okay, so I follow her back, and I don't know. She seemed pretty different from the rest. Like I say, she looked just like the first one, but of course, like with not a so dark aesthetic. It wasn't dark, but you feel me, like more relaxed, more reggae, more chill. I just like it. Um, so then I post a story, okay? Then I post a story that says, if you wanna talk, like DM me. And I remember I put that story, like this was the second time I posted like a story like that. Just for her to reply, to be honest, just for her to reply. And the first one, I think that she didn't saw it. I think that she didn't saw it, or I put it in English, so she didn't understand what I was saying. Um, I mean, anyways, regardless of she replying to that story or not, I was gonna talk to her, okay? So she replied to this, and I think it was like 12 p.m., 12 p.m. when she replied. It was night, and I remember we talked until 4 a.m., bro. And you just feel like, I mean, it's nothing special, but like a lot of people happen. It's like, damn, I feel like I know you from years. You feel me? And it's the first time we talking. I just remember, man, we talk about so many things. Um, yeah, we talk 4 hours straight, but that is crazy. That is half a shift, like a work shift. And so after that, like I don't know if we talked the other. I don't remember. But then we exchanged WhatsApp. I think in the first call, in the first conversation, that made more sense. And matter of fact, I can only talk 17 minutes because the camera memory isn't that good. But sorry, but it's okay. And so, so yeah, then we exchanged WhatsApp. Um, I remember that she was like, I sent a DM to her, and it's like she replied the next day. Then I replied quickly, and she replied the next day, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like we talked so fluently the first time, and then it's like you don't want to talk anymore. So I was kind of confused, and I remember because I didn't like that I was just about to drop her, to not talk to her anymore. So I remember I in WhatsApp I post a status, like the night before, deleting all the chats and everything. And so I put that status and I delete the whole chat and her number, I think. But what happened is that despite of me deleting her contact, like my status was already on her phone. So then late at night, she saw it and she replied. She's like, "Hey, what you doing? Like, I say okay, whatever, like I'm cool. And then I say to her, hey, listen, like I don't understand if you want to talk or not, but like you tell me, cause like I'm not playing games. You feel me? Like I didn't say that, but I said something of like can, and she's like, listen, I'm super sorry, blah blah blah. And she started telling me a lot of personal stuff. Um, I mean, I understood that, and we used to talk normally from there. After a few days, we start like daily chatting, and then we had calls every night. And listen, bro, that is cool. But if it's the first time you're doing all of that, bro, when it stops, at least that is what happened to me. Like you feel like what the fuck is wrong in this world? You feel me? But like what I think, like what I used to think is like, okay, we talking every day, crazy. Then if one day you don't want to talk because maybe you don't feel like giving up, maybe you just wanna scroll through TikTok. Maybe if you just wanna see a movie or study or sleep or whatever, or talk with someone else, that is completely normal. But I I was not able to understand because it was my first time, you feel me, doing all of that. And I remember that I was watching this anime that she recommended me. It was Nana. I love that anime. It's my favorite anime. Actually, my second anime. I don't really watch that, but she made me watch that one, and I love it. And so I remember I was watching like every night. I was watching one episode. So maybe then in the call I would tell her like, "Hey, this happened in the episode, blah blah blah," and we would talk. And that was very cool. And I remember the night that we didn't talk. Um, I watched like I don't know, like 7 episodes in a row. And then it looked and it's like, why did you do that? And because I was like thinking about all this stuff in my head that didn't make any sense just because we didn't talk one night. That I watched all the shit and I read the thing. But anyways, like what I want to say is like, is if it's your first time, because people take things so for granted. Like, yeah, you get to experience this when you're 13, 14, 15, whatever. But it's people that never get to experience that. You feel me? I experienced that when I was 18, but there's people that experience that at 20, 23, 27, 30. I don't know. And for everyone, things are different. And people wish you so judgmental on the internet. And it's like, bro, you don't know that person. You don't know why the people get to live that thing so late in life. And just go easy with it. Don't be too hard on themselves. So, yeah. After that, of course, you cannot have a call with someone every night for the rest of your life. That is not healthy. That is not normal. That is not normal. Like it's just a stage in the honeymoon era, popular, whatever you want to call it. It's just that way, okay? It's like it gives you dopamine, literally. Like it's just like doing cocaine. Of course, cocaine is not healthy, but you get where I'm coming from. So after that, of course, because let me tell you one thing. There's a huge question that says, can friendship between man and woman be real? And I think it can, but in certain like situation, because it's hard. Because if you're a girl, I warranty you that I bet everything that you probably had a situation where you had this friend that you love, and then he ended up falling in love with you and ruining the whole thing. That is just so normal for women. That happens a lot, and that is fault. That is our fault, to be honest. But you also need to understand that girls are so used to having people for themselves, showing them love, and they don't feel a pressure or a urge to find that love in everything. But for many, it's different because a lot of them only meet 1, 2, 3 years in their life, and those years are everything, okay? And when they have someone that they are close to, they don't want to lose them for anything in the world, and they end up falling in love. Um, and they might not be thinking like you, that falling in love might ruin the friendship, because for them friendship is something that can be improved and converted to love, you feel me? But sometimes girls don't understand this, and boys don't understand that maybe a friendship is stronger because friendships last more than um romantic relationship, but that is the truth. You can have a girlfriend for 5 years and then you break up with the friend that you have back in high school. You will have it until you die, you feel me? And and it's because in friendship you have more freedom, but in relationship you want that person only to be with yourself, in a possessive way. And listen, if you're doing that in a healthy way, in a protective way, in a loving way, that is okay. But if the other person you want to have freedom and you only to be your friends, you need to understand that, and that hurts so much. And maybe you can understand that, but also feel that that is not okay with you, and you can move on. And despite of what you choose, bro, that person will still be hurt. So that is a very complex topic. But anyways, the thing is, I have 7 minutes, 6 minutes. So the thing is, she told me about this a lot of time, and I promised to myself, okay, this happened to her more than 5 times. Okay, I'm not going to be like that. I'm not going to be like that. I'm not going to be like that. I'm going to be everything that she ever desired, that she ever wanted. That thing that all the other guys were not able to give to her. That was my main goal. And and I tried that so hard, but I had all these feelings in my heart that when you suppress love, it's like it turns into poison, and that is not okay. Nobody deserves to have poison in their heart. If you have love, you need to be able to show it, and I showed it in a friendship way, but it was way too much. It was way too much because in friendship, you don't give huge gifts, you don't give like these crazy things because you keep that for love. You feel me? But she was everything. She was what I wanted to land my love. You feel me? But doing that in a friendship, it was weird, and she noticed it. I don't know if she noticed it because she never told me, but I'm pretty sure she did. But having to limit yourself, to compress yourself, to not show that much love, that sucks, bro. That's some bullshit, honestly. You feel me? But that's who we back. That's who we was back in the day. And of course, when you leave everything so fast in the first month and then it just slows down, it's like if you don't have experience, it's like you start asking, damn, what is wrong with us? You feel me? And it's just normal. Like it's like a roller coaster. You're in the top, but then you need to fall again and return into the normal pace. You feel me? But yeah, anyways, like despite of everything, yeah, we have a lot of arguments and we had a lot of good times too. Like I have some calls that we did like not on WhatsApp but in just normal calls, and I have them recording because my phone recording calls. And bro, I just listen to them like I don't know every 3 months, just a little bit because it made me sad. But bro, it just always made me laugh, like the dumb things we used to talk about. I don't know, it's just so funny, and I'm just so thankful that I still remember it with a smile. Because if I was different, I could remember that we hate or whatever, and I don't want to be like that, never. Um, we get to go to concerts, to feds, so to simply hang out, drink a coffee, whatever. And despite of how those little things might seem to you, like those things mean the world for me. And I remember every single place we went. I remember every single place we went, and no time passed by. And hold on, let me see. Okay, 3 minutes, 3 minutes. And I don't know. Sometimes I see her pictures like not in Instagram because I don't follow her and she private, but from other people that we have in common. I don't know. You seem to be okay, and of course you can never know what people eat from a picture, but you get what I'm from. Like she just seem like she just look exactly how she used to look, anyways. Um. So yeah, I don't know. She's so crazy. That is part of me. I remember everything from the past, from years ago. I'm just okay with it. Like, I don't know if that is weird or not. I don't know, but it's just how I am, and I just like being this way, bro. Like, at the end of the day, if everything that comes out of me is love and good memories, I don't care if it's 5 years old, 10 years old, 50 years. I don't care. Like, as I say, like, I've already went through so much in my life that literally she was the happiest moments in my life, bro. and I'm just so happy to get to live in with someone else because there's people that have a rough like childhood and whatever, and they get to be happy but on their own, and they be traveling to all these places uh, alone on themselves, and it's okay. But getting to do that with someone else, with someone that you genuinely appreciate and love, that is priceless, literally. And I don't know if you see this like it is what it is, bro. Like there's nobody to blame. Never, there's nobody to blame because people evolve and we are just so young, and I don't know that how I think right now I will probably not think about it like when I'm 25, when I'm 30, when I'm 50, of course not. But all the good feelings that I have and the good in me, that will stay despite of how I look at the past, and that's something that I truly love. um so yeah, I have 1 minute. And yeah, I just wanted to make this video. I don't really want to talk about hard stuff. Like, anyways, I just want to spread positivity in this one. And if you like identify yourself with me and you still be missing someone from years ago, I feel you, brother. I feel you. And if you wanna talk again to that person, like, do it, bro. Like, I don't have the will to do it, but if you really want to, if you are like not sure, if you are uncertain, like, do it, bro. Like, literally, you already have the no warranty. You have nothing to lose. You have nothing to lose. I mean, if that person is with someone else, married with children, okay, bro, like, step back. But if that person is alone, you have nothing to lose because maybe she keep the same silent while both of you want to see each other, and that is the fucked up thing because you might look at someone and think, damn, they probably happy, they probably okay, like, bro, what if they think the same thing about you? You feel me? And when in reality, both of you are craving to see each other and try again. But yeah, I mean, if you really want that, at least show some signs, like some subtle signs. Maybe she will shock them back. That's what I try to do with my music and my shit. But yeah, that's just my way. And yeah, hope you like this video. Love y'all. Bye.